another video. I hope you're all doing really well. It is that time again where my Empties box is overflowing and I probably should have done this video sooner, and I say this every single time, but I just keep throwing them in there until one day I think, oh, can't really get much more in there, I better do this video. So apologies once again. We'll be focusing on the ones that I really love, or the ones that didn't really work for me, and anything was just sort of okay, we'll brush it over so that this video isn't too long. So I'm going to sort through my empties and then we'll get right into it. Okay, so I feel like we've got a good mixture this month, to be fair. I've got quite a bit of skincare. I haven't got any makeup this month because I don't wear an awful lot of makeup. It takes me forever to get through it. I've got some masks, I've got some hair care and some body care. So we've got a good mixture. First up, I'll do this random one, which I think was a little sample that I got in my Rockbox mystery box. And this is the ISO Clean Makeup Brush Cleaner. This was really good. I used it for my foundation brush, and I did as the instructions said, and I just swirled it around in the mixture and then wiped it off on a tissue, and it did clean it really well. I tend to use my Style Pro because it's much quicker to get the brushes dry as well as clean. But yeah, that was really good. So ISO Clean Makeup Brush Cleaner definitely worked, and if it's not too expensive I would look into repurchasing. Where to go next? Should we do hair care? I went on a trip recently. I went on a little one night away spa break with some of my girlfriends, which was great and really well needed. I needed a little breakaway. So there's quite a few samply bits in this because I took some samples with me rather than full-size products. So first up we've got a Shu Amura, I think that's how you say it, Art of Hair, a cleansing oil shampoo, gentle radiance cleanser, and then the cleansing oil conditioner, Radiance Softening Perfector. And it was nice. It's hard to get a really good understanding out of a couple of uses, which is all you get out of these 15ml sachets, but it was nice. I wouldn't say it was anything amazing. I think it smelled quite nice, if I remember rightly, a little bit floral. But yeah, I enjoyed them. They're not the cheapest hair care brand, so I would definitely pick up more samples. I think I've actually got some more samples in my cupboard to try, but definitely a brand worth investigating if you can pick up some samples and give it a go. It was nice. I have used up a Dream Lengths Elvive Heat Slayer Iron Spray, leave-in heat damage shield, smooths and detangles 3-day sleek. It was nice enough. I picked it up, it was on a 3 for 2. I picked up the shampoo and conditioner as well. The shampoo and conditioner I'm finding is okay. This again was okay, nothing amazing, but it does smell really nice. It does smell nice. I don't think it keeps my hair sleek for 3 days. I just don't. It's not like a Colour Wow Dream Coat. So yeah, but it did the job. It protected my hair while I straightened it. It's okay. Would use it again. Similar lengths. This is like my little mini bottle that I take on holiday with me. So this is the Lee Stafford Original Heat Protection Shine Mist. Again, just a heat protection spray, but this is like an old favourite that I will keep going back to. Picked this up for my travels and we all used it while we were away. It's good, does the job. Not much more to say about that. This I was a little bit disappointed by. This is the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 styling treatment. I just didn't see that it really did all that much for my hair. So you apply it to your damp hair, then you blow dry, and I've heard people rave about this saying it was brilliant, but for me I just didn't notice anything spectacular, anything more than what I could get from any of my other hair care products. So probably not one I'm going to buy again. Then we've got this from Palmer's coconut oil formula with vitamin E repairing conditioner, and this was like a conditioner mask almost, because I think you had to leave it in, yeah, leave it in for 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be honest, I've used this on my hair, but I used it mainly on my daughter's hair. She has very fine but a lot of curly frizzy hair, and this worked really well for her. I think I got this in a Birchbox, really reasonably priced, lasted well, smells lovely as you would expect for Palmer's. It's got that gorgeous coconutty scent. Yeah, would definitely pick up again, especially for her hair. Works really well. Works nice enough on mine, but not my favourite for me personally, but for her hair it was lovely. And then this I think I got in a Cult Beauty gift with purchase. This is a Perfect Shine Clarifying Scalp Scrub from Nature Lab, and I wasn't sure at first when I tried to use this, but I don't think I was using enough. And then when there wasn't much left in this little tub, I literally scooped it all out and used it, and it foamed a little bit. It's definitely got a scrub in it for, you know, really conditioning your scalp and getting rid of any like excess product buildup. But I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would of a scalp scrub. This is the first one that I've really tried that I've actually enjoyed. So yeah, I would definitely look at repurchasing or getting something similar. It smells just like shampoo. It's like not got any sort of artificially sort of fragrance to it. It's cruelty free, which is great. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Made in Japan. I mean, I love JK Beauty, so maybe that's why it's a hit. But yeah, it did foam a little bit, which I enjoyed. And I think that's maybe what I've missed with other scalp scrubs, is that they're just sort of scrubs and then I struggle to get scrubby bits out of my hair. But I think because this foamed as well, it helped it to rinse away easier. So yeah, really enjoyed that from Nature and I've not heard of this brand before or tried any of their products before, so yeah, loved that one. That was a hit. I'm not just randomly throwing my stuff either into the corner of my room. If you've not seen one of my videos before, I have my recycling box down there, so I would just chuck in everything over and it will get rinsed and then recycled. So that was it for hair care. I have to say the Nature Lab scrub I think is my favourite that I've out of my hair care selection. So we'll go on to body care next. So I've got quite a few body carey bits. What should we go for first? I've got a couple of body washes. So this was the Bubble Tea Coconut Bath and Shower Gel. Didn't like it. I've used it up with my daughter rather than on myself. I like bubble tea normally. I just didn't enjoy this scent. Wasn't for me. Then I took this away with me. This is a little sample from Sacred. Naturally nourishing organic body wash. No harmful chemicals or toxins. Not a single one. Natural, cruelty-free, vegan, halal certified, organic, handmade. There was just 5 ml in here. And I think this smelled a bit herby. I think there might be a tiny bit left I can get a whiff of. Yeah, it's got a sort of almost like a minty, mentholy, herbally scent to it, which actually for a morning wash was really refreshing. And it was really hot when we went away, so it did sort of help to give you that cooling sensation, which was really nice. I don't know whether it would be one that I would reach for all the time, so I don't know whether it's something that I would purchase as a full size, but it was definitely nice that weekend where it was really hot. It just says that it's the perfect blend of organic extracts and will leave your body feeling clean and revived. And I definitely think, yeah, it's got peppermint in it, tea tree and citrus to cleanse your body and invigorate your mind. And I definitely did feel that really zingy freshness from it. So yeah, that was interesting. It was a nice little sample to try. What other body washes have I got? I've got an Ella Mist. This was beautiful. Frangipani Monoi Shower Cream. It's really rich and luscious and nourishing, and it just smells beautiful. I mean, do you expect anything else from Ella Mist other than perfection? It was just beautiful. I was going to save it for like a special occasion or for a trip, but I mean, we're not really going anywhere at the moment, so yeah, I popped it in my shower and I used it up. I love it. I love Ella Mist. There's not much from Ella Mist that I don't enjoy. So yeah, this was new for me. I hadn't tried the Frangipani scent or much of their Bath and Body range really, but I did really enjoy that. That was nice. So, I mean, it's not something I'm going to be repurchasing on the regular. It's too pricey, but it was nice for a treat. Then I've got a couple of scrubs. So I had the Aqua Hero body scrub from my Birchbox. This was nice, but I think it was scrubbier on dry skin rather than wet skin, and it actually tells you on the packaging to massage onto wet skin. I didn't find it that scrubby, and I quite like vigorous body scrub. But it was really nice. The oils and things that it was in left my skin feeling super smooth and nourished and was great for before shaving. So that was nice, and I would perhaps look into repurchasing that one. This one I've had in my stash for ages. I think this was a sample from Feel Unique. It's the Colistar Anti-Water Talasso Scrub, exfoliating salts and sugarcane with spices and essential oils. And yeah, this definitely had that herby, spicy scent and was super scrubby. So if you like a really good scrub, this is the one for you. It had got some oils in it as well. It says it's got essential oils in it, but I didn't find it as nourishing as the Aqua Hero one. But this definitely had that scrubby vibe to it, and it was warm. You sort of start rubbing it in. I think because of the spices, you get this warming effect on the skin. So it's meant to exfoliate and moisturize, plus have fluid reducing draining effectiveness. I think because of the cinnamon and cumin, it's meant to provide a sauna effect and help with draining. I don't know whether any of that works. It's slimming effectiveness. Lipolytic fat burning power of coffee, ivy and green tea extracts, energizing effectiveness, aromatherapy oils act both on the skin and on the senses. I mean, I don't know whether it's slimming me, really doubt that's happening, or whether it's helping to drain any fluid, but this scrub was really nice. I would definitely look into buying that because it was super thick and scrubby, and I actually enjoyed that warming sensation. Then we've got a couple of lotions. So we've got the SA Smoothing Cream from Cerave, again another sample probably from Feel Unique, and then the Amelia Wright Transforming Body Lotion, which a lovely subscriber actually sent me, and I'm so glad that you did. Thank you so much for sending this to me, because this has really transformed my upper arms from my KP, my chicken skin arms. This has been amazing. I've actually repurchased a full size of this now, one of the scented ones that they've recently brought out. Not that I mind the scent of this, I know some people don't like it, but it's fine for me. 30ml actually lasted me a long time because I literally just use it topically, so I'll use it on the tops of my arms, and sometimes if I'm getting irritation on the tops of my legs, on my thighs, then I'll use it there as well. I did a similar thing with the Cerave SA Smoothing Cream when this ran out and I was waiting for my new Amelia Wright to come. I used this. It was okay. I don't think it's as good as this, and it's quite a thick cream, whereas this is lighter, more like a lotion, and definitely I think felt more nourishing on the skin, sank into the skin quicker. This took a bit more working in. So yeah, not my go-to, but probably a lot cheaper as well, the CeraVe, than the Amelia Wright. But love that, and thank you to whoever sent me that. Much appreciated, and you've really helped transform my upper arms. And the last up I've got from La Roche-Posay, the Lipid Balm, the anti-irritation lipid replenishing balm. Again, this was a sample, I'm pretty sure, from Feel Unique Pick and Mix service again, and I used this on my legs after shaving. Probably not how you're supposed to use it, but because of the anti-irritation, I do suffer sometimes with shaving rashes, so I use this straight after shaving, and it really helped to soothe and reduce any itchiness or rashes that I might get after shaving. So that was pretty good. This, let's talk about this. I said I hadn't got any makeup. This is probably the closest you're going to get. This is from Arborian. It's their CC Water Fresh Complexion Gel Skin Perfector in shade Claire. So I picked this up from Feel Unique. We literally got 1.5 ml, and I think I got 3 uses out of this, which is amazing. It is what it says. It's a skin tint. You're not going to get any coverage with this. It's quite strange in the way that it comes out clear, like a clear gel, and then as you massage it into your skin, you can actually see the colour starting to come up, and it literally is what it says, a skin perfector. It gives you that sort of overall evenness of skin tone, a little bit brighter and dewier, and it was just lovely, just absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed it. If you don't like wearing base makeup, if you're not a heavy foundation wearer, but you just want something light, something to, like I say, even out your skin tone, it's not going to hide blemishes, it's not going to cover up any pigmentation or acne scarring, but if you've got pretty decent skin, you just want something to just even it out, smooth it over, and feel a little bit cool and nourishing at the same time. I really think Arborian is the way to go. It's sort of a skincare makeup hybrid, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, highly recommend that one if you haven't tried anything from Arborian. I think I might have their CC cream to try as well, like a sample size. So yeah, be interested to see how that compares, because the CC Water is a much newer range. Should we do some skincare now? I mean, that's what this is all about, isn't it? I am obsessed with my skincare at the moment. So let's get into cleansers first, shall we? I've got 3 cleansers to share with you. The Emma Hardy Morenga Cleansing Balm. I've spoken about this before because I've got through some other minis of this. This was my last mini. It smells divine. It is a lovely cleansing balm, very similar to the Elemis cleansing balm, obviously slightly differently scented, but works in exactly the same way. Really, really nice. I do like it, but as with the Elemis, it is a little bit pricey. Then I had the, I think this is Unani Illuminate Milk Cleanser. I have no idea where I got this from. This is a Spanish company, and I think I got it in a subscription box years ago. I'm desperately trying to get through all of my beauty stash that I've had for a long time. This isn't normally the sort of cleanser that I go for. A milk cleanser isn't usually what I go for, but it was nice enough. Avoid if you've got irritated skin. I had some irritated under eyes and this stung like hell, which I wasn't expecting it to, because milk I automatically think soothing, but no, it didn't. So it was fine when I didn't have any irritation. I mean, it says gentle cleansing milk formulated with nourishing natural oils that purifies and protect the skin by removing impurities as well as makeup, leaving it soft and restoring its elasticity. I found it nice enough as my second cleanse. I wouldn't use it to remove my makeup. This, however, massive win. I want to say Addicted to Face on Instagram put me onto this. I think she recommended it on her channel. It's the Super Facialist Vitamin C Brighton Skin Renew Cleansing Oil. Reveals radiantly clear, thoroughly cleansed skin. You get 200 ml and it's really reasonably priced. And if you use the right amount, it will last you a long time. This lasted me ages. And yeah, it just removes makeup really quickly and easily, as do most oil cleansers. Got a nice scent. It smells like oranges. I mean, I quite like that. I know not everyone's into that, but I enjoyed it. And yeah, it did leave my face feeling nourished, looking glowing. And was it Knackered at 40 on Instagram who actually recommended using this as a morning cleanse, which I'd never even thought of doing. And she said in the morning it just helped to give her that glow and that dewiness to her skin. So yeah, I haven't tried it as a morning cleanse, but I will definitely be picking up another one of those. I think they sell Super Facialist now in Sainsbury's, so you can even pick it up when you're doing your weekly shop. But yeah, available in most places and really reasonably priced. Highly recommend that one. So that's cleansers. I've got a scrub, which I don't generally use scrubs, but I do put them in the shower and maybe use once or twice a week. And I've got a couple in the skincare stash, as I said, that I'm trying to get through. So I popped this one in. It was Nip and Fab Exfoliate Glycolic Scrub Fix. No idea where I got this from. It's not something that I've purchased. It must have been in a box, a beauty box at some time. So this is Triple Action Facial Polish Exfoliant. And it says Triple Action because it's got glycolic, salicylic, and what else? It says 3-in-1 micro exfoliant. So it's got micro exfoliant for physical exfoliation. Then you've got glycolic, 3% glycolic and salicylic acid. So this was nice enough. I used it. I didn't love it. I'm always a bit wary about physical exfoliants on my skin because my skin can get quite red quite easily. So anything physical sort of makes my skin, especially the skin on my cheeks, go really red, even if I'm really gentle. So that's why I tend to steer away from them and use just a chemical exfoliant. But you know, sometimes it's just nice to get that scrubby feeling as long as you don't press too hard. So yeah, I did use this up. It was nice enough. I didn't see dramatic results, but then my skin is used to acid exfoliants anyway. I think if you're new to acid exfoliants and you want a mixture of glycolic and salicylic and you don't mind a physical scrub on your face, then this might be a good nice one to try. I don't think they're too expensive either, Nip and Fab. There are a few serums, just a few. So we'll get on to the minis first. I had the Snail Miracle Repair Serum from Sun By Me. This was nice. I like Snail products. I know some people find it a bit gross, but I do genuinely think that snail extract works really well for your skin. I think it's meant to be really good for, can be really soothing, which I think this one's saying it's like a repairing serum, but also for anti-aging it's meant to be really good. So yeah, I have some more in this range to try. I've got the toner, I think there's a moisturizer as well, so I have some more. It was like a little mini set that I won. So yeah, I will be trying some more of that out to see what that's like, but I'm really into Snail. at the moment. That sounds really weird, but yeah, I definitely want to try and get more Snail products into my routine. I'm really enjoying what they're doing for my skin. This was beautiful. Again, another win. This was from Cosrx, the Propolis Light Ampoule, and I've definitely got the moisturizer, possibly the toner, to try in this as well. But when my skin was feeling a little bit dry and a little bit irritated, then I reached for this Propolis Ampoule, and it was just lovely and soothing and calming and nourishing, really nourishing on the skin. So yeah, enjoyed that one as well. Then we had this one from Tropic, which I definitely got in a rocker box, a limited edition rocker box. And I was excited to try because I've heard a lot of hype around some of the Tropic skincare. One of my friends uses Tropic and swears by it. And I have seen it on social media being hyped up. However, is it an MLM? I don't know. Let me know if you know if it's an MLM company. So it's not one that I tend to gravitate towards, but I know some products in MLM companies are really good. This was the Rainforest Dew Hydration Serum, Hyaluronic Acid, Plant Peptides and Evergreen Fern Extract. It was nice. It was a nice hydrating serum. I can't say I noticed an awful lot more than what I would get from a normal hyaluronic acid serum, although it does say that it's got plant peptides. I didn't notice an awful lot of difference to my skin other than the hydration side. It was nice and it smelled nice, and it was a lovely bottle, lovely packaging. Really loved the like jungle theme packaging. Yeah, I just don't know whether it's worth the money because it's not a cheap product, and you can pick up some decent hyaluronic acid serums for reasonable prices nowadays. Does anyone else do this, by the way? If you noticed, a lot of my stuff is in boxes. I keep the boxes for things. I don't know why. I won't throw away the box until I throw away the product. I think it's because sometimes you get a lot more information on the box than the bottle. So if I've got the box and I need to refer back to see if there's an ingredient in there that maybe isn't agreeing with my skin, or for further information, instructions, then I can. I don't know. Does anyone else do that? Is it just me that keeps boxes? So next up, we have the Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop, Pure Vitamin C and Centella Asiatica Extracts. Hybrid stabilisation technology, 35ml in here. This was my vitamin C, my daily vitamin C go-to for a while, and I've got to admit, the first time I used this, I didn't like it. It felt oily and not thick, but like it wasn't absorbing into my skin, and I just was like, what is this? This isn't the type of vitamin C that I'm used to. However, I persevered because I don't like waste, and it wasn't upsetting my skin in any way, so I didn't feel the need to get rid of it, and I actually really started to enjoy it. As we got further into summer, it really gave my skin that glow in the morning, and I can see why people really like this. I liked the idea of it having Centella Asiatica in it as well to help with any calming and soothing that I needed at the same time, and it was really stable. I mean, I had this open for a while because you didn't really need much of it. The product spread really well. You didn't need much at all, literally just a couple of drops. I'd heard rave reviews about it. On my first couple of uses, I was like, what the hell is this? This isn't what I was expecting. It's not what I want in a vitamin C. But actually, by the end of the bottle, I was really enjoying it, which is why I think it's important for people to do these sorts of reviews on empty products, because if I'd have given you my first impressions on this, I'd have said, it's not worth the hype. I don't know why people love it so much. I find it oily and greasy and I don't like it. And then after using it properly and giving it time to sink into my skin, maybe not using it as much as I would have other vitamin C serums, I've really found that I loved it in the end, and the effect that it had on my skin. I can't say I noticed a lot of brightening to the skin, but I definitely had a lovely glowy skin straight after use. And yeah, it was nice, and it's not a badly priced product, is it? The Klairs, and it's a brand that I haven't tried much from, and I did enjoy that one in the end. We've got the Algology Hydro Replenishing Booster. This was in a birch box, 3 to 5 drops a night. I use this at night before your moisturizer, and yeah, it was just like a hydrating serum, really, like a little bit of extra hydration. It was nice. Would use again if I got sent it again. So I've got a couple of moisturisers. I've got the Mud Masky Leave Me On Winter Mask. 40ml in here, and I was desperately trying to get this used up. I started it in winter. I think it might have been in a glossy box. It was okay, nothing exciting or special. I didn't think. It was a bit richer than most of my day creams. Supposed to moisturise, nourish and protect your face in cold winters. Perfect against dryness and flaky skin. Yeah, it was like, they're calling it a winter mask, but you just used it as a moisturiser in the morning. It was okay, it moisturised, it did a good job. It was just a little bit thick. The actual texture of the cream wasn't thick, but it felt thick on the face, like it felt occlusive. Yeah, not my favourite, but I've used it all up because I don't like waste. This, however, was lovely, and I'm really interested in picking up a full size of this. This is the Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar Water Cream Hyaluronic Glow Moisturiser. This was so refreshing and light and perfect for summer. Would really be interested in hearing anyone's thoughts on this if you've tried more than a sample size. This was just 7ml, so I only got a few uses out of it. But I really enjoyed it. It was light, but yet still moisturising enough for me, because I do have some dry areas on my face that need that little bit more moisture. But yeah, this was really nice for summer. Really liked that. I have got 2 SPFs, but they are little. This is a sample that I had of the La Roche-Posay and Thelios fluid. This was the invisible one. I had ordered the tinted, but they sent me the invisible. But it was nice. Really similar to the Garnier facial sunscreen. So if you haven't got the budget for the La Roche-Posay, which I think is around £15, usually on offer at about 13 or 12.50, then get the Garnier, which I think retails mainly around £7-8. So similar. I mean, they're under the same umbrella company, I think, which is probably why it's similar. But really nice, really lightweight, really absorbent into the skin. Didn't leave my skin feeling greasy or oily afterwards. And 50+ UVA and UVB protection. No perfume in it. Ultra resistant. Yeah, it's great. It does what it says on the tin. And it's going to have you protected either fine on its own, or you could put makeup over the top really easily. The next one is this one, from Emma Hardy, and this is the Protectum Prime SPF 30. So this is a lightweight, hydrating and protecting daily moisturiser with your SPF 30 in it. That is also meant to be a perfect base for you to then have primed your face, provide soft focus finish, for you to put your makeup on over the top. So I've been using this when it's been really a bit cloudy and overcast, or when I haven't been leaving the house really, so that I don't need like a high protection of sunscreen if I'm not going to be in the sun all day or for a long period of time. And I've been making sure I use a lot of this when I put it on my face, so that I make sure I'm getting that SPF 30. We only got 15ml in here, so it didn't last me long, but I've got a few of these, so I'm getting a good amount of use out of them. I can't use it around my eyes, which is annoying as hell, because if I'm using SPF on my face, I want to be able to use it everywhere. I don't want to have to use something separate around my eyes or avoid my eyes altogether, because that is my problem area, and I want to make sure I'm protecting it against the sun. But it was nice. It's a nice moisturiser. You literally can use it as a moisturising SPF. You don't need a moisturiser underneath unless you've got super dry skin. It left a nice base for makeup. Yeah, it was really nice. I mean, I don't think Emma Hardy does a good product. I haven't found one yet anyway. I've enjoyed all of her products that I've tried so far. But the only thing I would say about that one is that, oh, I wish it didn't sting my eyes, because I have really watery eyes anyway. I don't need anything else, you know, adding to that problem at all. I've got one overnight mask, sleeping mask, which really, these are just moisturisers, aren't they? But I'm not really into sleep masks anymore, because I just feel like it's another moisturiser. But this was from Clarins, and it was their relaxing sleep mask, 15ml in here. This was definitely a sample that I either got from Clarins or from Feel Unique or something like that. There is literally no information on here other than that it's vegan. Yeah, it was a nice moisturiser, but that's all it was, a moisturiser. Other masks that I've used up, the Lunea Radiance Ritual Refining Glow Mask, 10% AHA, 2% BHA, vegan and fragrance free, 15ml. This is divine. Divine. If you want something super exfoliating, like a once a week treatment, or I just use this occasionally, I'll do my exfoliation once or twice a week with a chemical exfoliant, like your Pixie Glow Tonic, or I'll use Paula's Choice 2% BHA. But if I want a really good exfoliation, then I reach for this, and it tingles. And I hadn't used it for a while and I was scared when I put it back on and it started tingling. I was like, oh my God, is this going to be too much for my skin? But you rinse it off and your skin is just beautiful. It's soft. And even the next morning, it's just glowy and beautiful and soft. And yeah, can't recommend this brand enough. I had 15ml in here and it lasted me a while. I think I've got another one to use up, because I think I ordered one myself. They were doing an offer when it first came out, I think, where you could pick up the little size for a £5 or something. It was an offer when they like first launched. And then I also asked my sister to get me one for my birthday. I think it was last year. And so I've got that in my stash now that I can open up. But it is just an occasional treatment. It's not something that I would recommend you use all of the time or use regularly, like twice a week, because I think it might be too much for most people's skin with the percentages of acid that you've got in here. What's great about it is that it's vegan, it's cruelty free, it's fragrance free, and the packaging is like, it's all cardboard, can all be recycled, and when you buy the actual full size you get a nice little cloth with it as well. So yeah, it's great. And just make sure you're using your SPF when you're using actives like acids. Last mask is the Sand and Sky Australian Emu Apple Super Bounce mask, and this was in my Birch box and I was super excited to try it, but you didn't get much in here. It was 10 grams and the tube literally was like half full. I think I managed to use it twice. It was nice enough. It's super expensive for what it is, and I'm not sure it's something that I personally would reach for all that much. If you're really into masking and you want something hydrating that's going to give you plump and glowy and nourished, like hydrated skin, then definitely pick it up. It was a nice mask, but for me personally, I just don't think it's something that I'm going to reach for all that much. I don't mask all that much anymore. Shock, shock, horror. I used to mask all of the time, but now I think I've got such a good skincare regime that I don't feel the need to mask all that often, and I use masking more for when I've got issues that I want to resolve, or like I said with the exfoliating mask, maybe once every couple of weeks when I really want to give my skin a really good exfoliant, then I'll use that mask. But a hydrating mask isn't one that I'm going to reach for all that much. I have got a few little sachet samples, which I think mainly from when I went away. So first up, I used the Filorga NCEF Reverse Eyes Super Multi Correction Eye Cream. Oh my God, this was amazing. I loved this. I have no idea how much this costs, probably a fortune, because Filorga isn't the cheapest. This is a sample that I've picked up from Feel Unique, and I just found that when I put it on, almost immediately my under eye looked smoother and brighter. If you know anything about this product and why it was so amazingly good, then let me know, because I'm always on the hunt for a really, really good eye cream. And I don't mind spending money on skincare that I think is actually working, but I don't want like a makeup eye cream, if you know what I mean. If you use the Ole Henriksen under eye brightening cream, that's like a makeup hybrid. There's nothing in the actual cream that's brightening or smoothing that area. It's like it's got makeup in it as well, which is why it looks great. The Banana Bright one, that's the one. It looks great when you put it on, but actual long-term effects, it's not doing anything. It's just that initial brightening with the product that's in there, if you know what I mean. I want something that's going to do some long-term damage to get rid of these under eye bags or darkness or wrinkles or whatever I'm trying to correct. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Let me know if you've tried it or if you know anything about it and why it's so brilliant. I have a sample of the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. I've spoken about this before. This is a sample that I had knocking about, so I took it away with me. I love this cream. I absolutely love it. It just makes my skin feel nourished and moisturised and plump and radiant, and I cannot rave about it enough. but it's pricey, so it's not one that I use all the time. So I took that sample away with me to treat myself while I was at the spa. I've got a sample of the Clarins Hydra Essential Moisturizes and Quenches Silky Cream for normal to dry skin. So this was like a gel cream as well, which was lovely for a morning moisturizing cream. But again, it was just okay. I wouldn't reach for that generally over other gel creams that I've tried. I would much prefer the Philosophy one to that one. And then this was actually a really nice moisturizer. This was from Save More Than Natural Skincare, and this was their Rejuvenating Moisturizer, and I've got 2 sachets that I've used. I don't know why I love this so much, but this was really, really nice moisturizer. For me, moisturizers are very sort of basic, and as long as it's moisturizing my skin, it's doing the job. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. But this just felt really, really nice. It made my skin look really radiant and glowy. And yeah, it says that it's got nature derived ingredients which will make your skin stronger and more radiant thanks to the complex of prebiotics and probiotics which support your skin's natural immunity. Will smooth the appearance of wrinkles with the help of plant derived bakuchiol. I'm not under any influence that bakuchiol is like loads better than retinol, but if you're into natural alternatives, then it's one to look at. But yeah, let me know if you've tried this or anything from Save. I'm not sure where I got these samples from, but I really did enjoy that moisturizer, which for me to actually rave about a moisturizer is, it doesn't happen very often because I find them very much all the same. Then I've got one night oil. This was from Huygens. This again was from Feel Unique, and it was their organic night repair oil. This was lovely, really, really nice, but again quite pricey. I quite enjoy an oil as the last step in my evening skincare, and this smelled really nice actually. But again, it's a pricey one, and I don't think you have to spend all that much on an oil. You could use whatever oil, you know, the Ordinary Do oils. You know, some of these oils are really pricey and you can get cheaper alternatives, is what I'm saying. And then last up, we have the Arrow Nourishing Lip Oil, and this again was from Birchbox. I wasn't overly impressed with the colour. This was like a pinky colour. I would have been happier, I think, with the clear. However, it lasted a long time considering there was only 3 ml in here because you didn't need much. It was nice and nourishing. It did the job. I'm not a massive fan of Arrow products though. I haven't found anything that's been like amazing. And then we have a few masks because, you know, you have to use a couple of masks. I've got a massive stash of masks that I need to get through. So I used 2 sheet masks. This was the Pink Fizz T-Zone Bubble Mask with Sweet Cherry Extract from OK. And it was just like a T-Zone mask, so just down the nose and the forehead, and it bubbled up like crazy. It's a bit of fun. I'm not sure it was doing all that much for my T-Zone, but it's fun to use. And then the I'm Real Gira Mask Aqua from Beauty Chuck. I think I got this in a mask subscription, a Mask Me subscription, I think. And I used this after my Lunea exfoliating treatment mask, just to really pack some hydration back into my skin after that heavy acid. And this worked a treat. It was really nice and nourishing and hydrating. And then 3 eye masks. So I've got the Moisture Bomb Eye Tissue Mask from Garnier, the Gold Eye Brightening and Firming Mask with Real Gold Extract and Hyaluronic Acid from Vitamasks, and then the Grace and Stella It's Like an Energy Drink for Your Eyes Gold Eye Masks. I have already given my opinion on these on my Birchbox reviews. I think they're cheap. I could be wrong, but they just look like the sort of thing that you can pick up on AliExpress or Alibaba, which is completely plain, and then companies can buy them in bulk and just stick their name on the front. And yeah, I don't think much of them. They were nice enough. I keep all my eye masks in the fridge. They're all cold. They all generally do the same thing, which is help to depuff my eyes when my eyes are really puffy. There was a fair bit of serum in them, but the serum didn't seem to be stuck to the eye gels at all, just loose in the packet. So my eye gels weren't all that coated in serum. So yeah, not one that I would repurchase. I got that in a, I want to say a Birchbox. And yeah, it was okay, and I used it because I like eye gels, but it's definitely not one that I would choose to go and purchase. The Vitamasks one is a good one. It does the job. I mean, the gold thing I think is just a gimmick, but the hyaluronic acid definitely helps to, you know, temporarily plump out some fine lines and give your under eyes some nourishment. So they're nice, and I have had them before. And I think this was a gift. This is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Bomb Eye Tissue Mask with orange juice and hyaluronic acid. These are like more of the tissue mask, so they sit really well and stay stuck on the skin, rather than the gel ones can sometimes slip around. So that's great if you've got stuff to do. They're nice and cool. It says -4 degrees skin for cooling effect, but I mean, I keep mine in the fridge and I don't think these feel any colder than any of my other eye masks, but they're nice. I don't really think that orange juice is doing anything. I think it's literally the hyaluronic acid that's just helping to temporarily plump out your lines and hydrate your under eye area. But they were nice as well, and they're pretty reasonably priced. They're usually on offer. So yeah, that's all my empties this month. Wow, that was a big one again. I say this month, that's probably a couple of months worth of empties, but I'm really working hard to get through my products and use them up. And I love doing these videos because, as you can see with like the Claire's vitamin drops, the opinions sometimes change, and if I continue to use things, which I will do, to use them up rather than waste them unless they're irritating my skin, then sometimes my opinion of that product can change as I use it more. And sometimes I'll love it at first use, and then as I continue using it, I'm thinking, it's doing nothing for me, this isn't working. So yeah, that's why I really enjoy doing these videos. So I hope you enjoy them too. If you do, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I'd really love to hear your comments down below. Please drop me a comment if you've tried any of these things, or if you've seen anything that you're interested in hearing a review on, or you've tried a product that you think I will love. I'd love to have a chat with you down in the comments. So I'll see you there, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks very much.